Hey yo pretty people, welcome to new Eriador Weekly Show. I'm ZloYxp, your overworked, underpaid host and a guide to this incredible server. Following in the best traditions of the free press and reporting on stuff that I wasn't actually there for. Particularly the first dragon fight of the server, which the group had once the server updated to Minecraft 1.12. Look at them all suicide jumping into the portal. Good times.
There we go. Do we send the newbies first like we did last season? I think that's... that'd be a good idea.
Hey, the platform's out in the open. That's great, because if the dragon is coming, we are all dead.
Nice.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead.
Already.
I'm dead. Oh no, there goes all my gear.
And yes, the server has been updated to the released version of the 1.12 Minecraft, which on top of everything means that the borders are open and the members are now allowed to leave the original continent in search of Woodland Mansion and to undiscovered territories. The mansions are, however, reserved for group events, so for now JeffyJeff can only just stare creepily in the windows. Anyway, for now, everyone is more preoccupied with traveling into the outer end to get their elytras and shulker corpses. But one of the gateways ends up being used way differently than the others when sZPeddy, Chryssia and Wildtrekker work their magic on it. They manipulate the outer side of the gate to appear in the middle of the purest, emptiest void they can find, creating perfect conditions for enderman farming.
Place a block left and right and stone. No, not cobblestone. On the sides in each chunk.
Finally, once the dust settles in, Janus, Ayosar and his band of German people have their own dragon fight and the End City raid party. Well, there goes my last potential customer for the fake shulker boxes. I mean, Original Slama shop. Yeah, that's what I meant. With death games not being a thing anymore, Original brings his new brand of slaughter to the table with his Gladiator games and the Gladiator games Coliseum at the Mushroom Market. For a relatively low price, you can now sign up for getting killed by a randomly assigned participant. So that's a hard no thank you from me.
If you play, you'll be in charge of, like, if you guys play each other, you're in charge of moving your sword, the winner, over here.
JeffyJeff and Migrators finish off Jeffy's Guardian farm, plus build a tiny version of an ocean monument at the Mushroom Mark so they can start a Guardian delivery service. By the way, Jeff now lives in a pineapple under the sea. He's very absorbent and yellow. Migrator later walks some more on his jungle base, making it more bridgy and elytra friendly. The dynamic duo have their final laugh when GruvaGuy discovers the Iron Man prank and finds it actually rather neat.
Oh, actually no. Here it is. Oh my goodness. Iron Man for the Iron Man. Oh, sea lanterns. Oh, that is epic.
Gruva makes further progress on the tractor beam and surroundings of his spaceship iron farm, plus rebuilds an almost identical to default villager town to incorporate his villager breeder into the landscape. Uncle Jem has his own visions on how to improve the peasant houses.
I want to have some different themed sections. On the far left-hand side there, I want to kind of have a bit of a tree-roofed forest section. So that's basically a rundown of my plan.
Peer pressured into his second episode, M-Doc returns to the server and buys out a bunch of Gruvasarian while there's still a chance. He has some impressive base plans in the making, and by god he'll need all the resources he can get.
I think I'm just gonna give up on the trying to sound like the enthusiastic YouTuber trying to appeal to 12-year-olds. Anyway, so the base plans here. I'm gonna have some creeks and waterfalls and stuff. Might even make just a big waterfall running off of this mountain right here.
YetiWhiskers assembles a TNT chamber so he can AFK for some concrete. However, it does not have a TNT duper, as duping of any kind is outlawed by the server rules. Then again, creepers are farmable and sand is all over the desert. Saarlodrie meanwhile takes a different approach to block farming and just chooses a design without a block breaker. I actually should have collabed with him like 2 weeks ago to go and take a look at his tree farm, but had little to no recording time, which led to Saar and Chryssia coming to my base and building a miniature relaxation oasis to help my stressed out psyche. Frankly, if you watch my vlog, you know that by this point, only way for me to record videos is to get a freaking time machine. Finally, our old buddy, Datcraft73, opens his very own shop selling quartz, slime and some other stuff that's annoying to gather. His super villain progression takes a new leap when his castle starts corrupting the ground around it, slowly recoloring the mountain into the shades of black. Plus he forces sZPeddy to jump through ridiculous hoops and travel from hint to hint just to get the damage that Peddy won fair and square. Come on Datcraft, Peddy has overcomplicated storage systems to make.
Oh, there's something. There's the chest. There's the... What? Oh my god, Datcraft.
And that should be our wrap. Leave a like on this video if you want me to continue the show, and subscribe to this channel so you won't miss the upcoming issues, as well as my own series on the new Eriador survival server. I promise it will be back once I got some free time, or if the relaxation oasis somehow helps. In other words, to be continued.